Hey, welcome back to the channel everyone. It's me, just another sim guy here, thoroughly enjoying the Pimax Crystal Super on the new rig, and just wanted to share some settings with you. As you can see by the racing in the background, these settings are looking absolutely fantastic. I tried to get a bit of footage with some weather effects and some darkness with some light, a bit of sunset action, so I tried to sort of mix it up a little bit. You'll see by the clips in the background I've managed to get the settings really smooth, even when there's some weather effects and some light sort of activity going on causing an extra strain. But the system's not really under any sort of stress. I've got it running completely smooth. I've capped it at 72 Hz in the Pimax software. But what I'm going to run through on this video is some settings in Pimax, some settings for the PC. There's also a downloadable PDF guide. I'll go through the in-game settings, and you could sort of tweak. I've got a 5090 RTX, a 9950 X3D rig, and a Pimax Crystal Super, but you can, a lot of these tweaks are going to be cross system, so some of the optimizations will work no matter what, and then for the other stuff you'll just have to sort of pick and choose where you want to drop it a little bit depending on the level of your system and what you can achieve. But yeah, hopefully this helps everyone get some better graphics and enjoy their sim racing experience. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Now, I didn't want to spend ages on it, but here are the device settings that are common across all in Pimax Play. So I've kept it at 72 Hz because that allows me to max out some of the in-game settings and some settings in other places, and also gives me a lot of headroom, so if I do rain or night I don't have to try and tweak anymore. And to be honest, that is smooth enough for me. It's still really good. The lighting setting is quite important. The refresh rate will be different on your lighting depending on which part of the world you're in. Pretty sure for the UK it's 50, but I keep mine on auto. I lower the brightness a little bit. I use the eye tracking and the auto PPD setting, but again, you might want to choose to do that manually. But other than that, in the device settings, you can have a look at what I've got, and if there's anything different that you want to try, give it a go. But yeah, this works for me really well. And then in the games tab, you can obviously optimize per game. So let's just go back up to the top here. You'll see I've not changed too much of it. But really, it depends on your system, this bit. Now, I've got the overall quality set to medium. I still use the normal FOV, GPU upscaling, and and sharpness. I've got both of those set to none. I might play with them a little bit more. You have to bear in mind that I am recording and streaming a lot of the time, and I do want to give myself some headroom for that. And also I like experimenting with the sunset and the sunrise and rain and night racing, so I want to leave myself some headroom for that as well. So any testing I do, I want to sort of max everything out, but that I found medium works really well for me. Now I have turned on quad views onto quality for AMS2 because it doesn't have any inbuilt foveated rendering. The rest of it I don't advise playing with, apart from the hidden area mask. And again, the bit down the bottom, I don't know if most people are going to need that unless you've got specific medical needs. So that should be it. So in the game, there is the separate sort of VR tab in the options. I haven't done anything in there. I might have a play with the super sampling at some point, but other than that, I've left it. Graphics and performance. Resolution matches my screen. I've gone with borderless. Texture high, filtering 8 times, anisotropic, no VSync, 2 frames ahead. You can see the rest. Now I did turn some of this down from when I had my Quest, but it's sort of like, it's a strange one. Because the resolution on the headset's better, even though you have to turn some of these settings down, overall it still looks better to me. Some of these I might try putting up a little bit. I have limited the cars to 15. I don't generally drive in massive fields, and I sort of think to myself at times that, you know, there's only so many you need to see ahead or behind. But have a look, slow it down, pause it, see what you think, and tweak as necessary, really. Now, I know I mentioned this earlier, but just to recap, have a look in the description. There is a PDF that you can look at, download, etc., and go through. Some of the things in there will be for different systems, like across all systems, not just for me. Some will be for higher end systems like mine. So For example, the things in Pimax and the things in the game are probably going to be for the sort of the higher end system settings, so you can tweak those down as needed. But settings that you can change in Windows for gaming and settings that you can change in Process Lasso to help prioritize cores and all this sort of stuff. Try them. Try them at your own risk, but try them. If you're comfortable trying them and if you know how to take sort of backups and stuff before you mess around with it and you know how to put it back to normal should you not get the results you need. But as you can see, I mean, look at this gameplay footage. I've tried to do it in some different lighting conditions. You won't appreciate how good it looks in what I watch in the headset because you don't get the 3D, and obviously it's recording it on a 60 hertz monitor as well. Or it's recording it through 60 hertz. But the clarity in the stuff in the distance, the light reflections, the car detail when you get up close, especially in these little Formula V Gen 2s, if I'm up close behind someone, the amount of clarity in their bodywork and the car parts bouncing up and down, your own suspension, the tire tread. I mean, I could go on. I'm geeking out a little bit, but you get the idea. It's smooth. It's a smooth frame rate. There's a lot of detail. There's good lighting. There's good shadows, and there's good clarity. There's no pixelation. I can look around the detail in my own cockpit. I can see all the stuff on the little digital dashboard thing there. And look at that when you get up close. Look at the quality of the reflections, and they're not even turned up as much as they could be. Or I might even be able to do a little bit more tweaking. But I look at this and think, why would I? It looks absolutely stunning. And AMS2 really does shine in VR, but I've been really impressed with every sim so far. But I would encourage you to try and get involved. If you have got questions, get in the comments. I take pride in answering all comments. If it's not me that can help, I'm certainly no expert, but there's lots of other people in our Discord group that might add some technical support and be able to help you. If you haven't got exactly the same system as me, there's probably someone in the Discord that plays this game with the same system as you, that's done optimization, and I'm sure they'll be more than willing to help you. But I am thoroughly enjoying this headset. I'm thoroughly enjoying the new rig, and I'm looking forward to making some absolutely fantastic content and some great looking high resolution content in racing, in all sims, but in particular in AMS2 because it just looks so amazing. So if you think there's anything else I can help with, do drop me a line. Get on the Discord, join our racing. Don't forget to sub to be notified of all the great stuff happening in the future. And if there's anything we can do let us know. I'll look forward to chatting to you in the comments. Enjoy your sim racing. I've been just another sim guy, and I will catch you on our next video. Peace.